What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways that you can use ChatGPT for your dumpster rental business. Let's jump in. All right, if you run a dumpster business and you haven't tried ChatGPT yet, you're missing out. It's a free tool that works like texting a really smart friend. You ask it a question and it gives you back a response pretty much instantly. So let's look at some ways that you can use this. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask ChatGPT to help us respond to a customer that's complaining about an overage fee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say, write a friendly message explaining a $75 overweight charge on a 15-yard dumpster rental. And let's see what we get. So boom, in 3 seconds, it gave me a subject line and it gave me the body of the email with places where I can customize it with the customer's name, your company name, etc. But let's say that this message feels a bit too long. I could literally just type in here, I like what you wrote, but it's too long. Can you please, always ask with please, because when the AI robots take over, they're going to come after us. Can you please make it 15% shorter? And then just like that, within another 2 to 3 seconds, we have the email that is shorter. So if we look back at this one, kind of feels meaty, and then this one maybe feels right. If it still doesn't feel right, all you have to do is ask it again and you'll have a better email made in just a few seconds. All right, the next thing that we're going to ask ChatGPT to do is analyze our sales data. And so what I've done is I have a spreadsheet of some fake data, and I'm going to take that data from the spreadsheet and paste it directly into ChatGPT. But first, I'm going to ask it what I want it to do, which is analyze my sales data and tell me about the trends that you see. So let's come over to ChatGPT and say, I am a dumpster rental business, and I'd like you to help me analyze my sales data for the year. Please take a look at the following and tell me 5 things that are interesting that will help me grow my dumpster rental business in the following year. All right, now I'm going to paste the data I have and let's see. All right, so let's look at the results. So the first thing it says is the 30-yard dumpster is a top revenue driver in summer and late summer. And then it gives me an opportunity here. Increase the availability of 30-yard dumpsters in the summer. Consider targeted advertising for large projects, contracts, remodelers during these months. Okay, interesting. Let's look at the 15-yard dumpster. The 15-yard dumpster is a reliable, high volume, but lower ticket size. Opportunity is consider bundling, example, a 2-day special or a yard cleanup package to increase the average order value. Focus on neighborhoods, property managers, or small contractors. That's pretty interesting. It just gave me an idea to upsell. So I can come down here and say, I like your idea for the 15-yard bundle. Can you expand, wait, let's say please, remember they're going to get us eventually, so let's be nice to AI. Can you please expand on that idea? And bam, just like that, we get a list of ideas that help us expand upon getting our 15-yard dumpsters rented out more frequently. And some of these are pretty good ideas. The point is, look how quickly we were able to do that and create some ideas to move on with our business. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to ask ChatGPT to help us write blog posts. So why do we want to write blog posts? Well, blog posts can actually help you rank higher on Google if you're providing it with information that's relevant to searches in your area. So for example, if someone is searching for, what can I put in a dumpster when I rent it? Or, which size dumpster should I choose for my, garage clean out or renovation? So let's try this out. So let me grab a prompt here, and we're going to say, write a blog post for homeowners, 5 things that you can't throw in a dumpster. And let's see what we get. All right, so boom, it's giving us a blog post about this. But one thing I forgot was we should tell it where we are in the country, so that way when people are searching for that in your local city, this blog post may be more relevant. So I'm going to say, I like the blog post you wrote, but please make it search engine friendly for those people searching I'm in Austin, Texas, so I'm going to put that. All right, so now that we've asked it to do that, it's going to go and give us a blog post, 5 things you can't throw in a dumpster in Austin, Texas, and what to do instead. So notice how it did something really cool here I'd like to call out. So it puts Austin, Texas in the body text as well, but it also calls out surrounding areas that are popular here. South Austin, Round Rock is a big city, Cedar Park is a big city. And so that way, anywhere around Austin, you're also getting the benefit of that when people are searching for this. So let's try one more. Let's say, please help me write a blog post that tells the reader which size dumpster they should rent for various projects like a garage cleanout or a kitchen remodel. All right. Please make it search engine friendly to those in Austin, Texas, and the greater Austin area. All right, so boom, here we go. What size dumpster do I need? A guide for Austin, Texas homeowners. And again, it's putting in Round Rock, it's putting in Cedar Park, South Austin. This time I went ahead and asked it to call out the surrounding areas. But it's pretty cool. It dumpster size for a garage, dumpster size for a kitchen remodel, goes on and on to giving more options. So this is a great way that takes only we've been doing this for just a minute and a half, and all I have to do is take these, put them as blog posts on my website, and I can start putting one out maybe one a week or one a month for your staff, whatever time you have to do, and you're going to be coming up higher in search engine results because you're providing Google with lots of helpful information. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use ChatGPT to help us prospect for new customers. And let's say that I want to specifically focus on moving and expanding my area into Fort Worth, Texas. And I want to know, who are the construction companies there that are the big players that I might be able to get in with a few of those and get some jobs. So I'm going to take my prompt here and I'm going to say, give me a list of 10 construction companies in Fort Worth, Texas. Suggest how I could partner with them for dumpster rentals. So let's see what we get. All right, so it's listing out, here are 10 construction companies. It also, what's neat is that it tells me what they focus on. So, for example, the second one, focus on commercial, healthcare, and education sectors. That's kind of neat because maybe I've worked with, healthcare or hospitals in the past, and I could bring that to them as part of my pitch. So it also gives me how to partner with them, preferred vendor pricing. There's lots of ideas here. I would now go, hey, there's some good stuff here, but I want to know a little bit more. So can you tell me about the competitor dumpster rental companies in the Fort Worth area? How can I differentiate myself from them when trying to land one of these construction companies as a customer. Spell customer right. All right, let's see. All right, so we see our not so great friend, Waste Management. Just joking if you work for them. But we've got a franchise in there, been there, dump that. We've got another franchise, Redbox, Budget Dumpster, Delta Waste, Junk King of Fort Worth, Hook and Haul Dumpsters. It gives the strengths and weaknesses of all of these. So that's really interesting if you're trying to build a marketing campaign, let's say, against these companies. And it also is going to give us some ideas on how we can differentiate our business from them. So this is really great because not only can you look at, okay, I got an idea for expansion, how big is the competition base? Who are the major players that I want to partner with, construction companies, for example, in that area? But also, I want to look at, like, maybe I want to go into residential as well. So I could think one level beyond and say, are there maybe homes or neighborhoods that are built in a certain year that I know that people will want to be renovating more than others? So I could literally just ask that question. Are there neighborhoods in the Fort Worth area that based on when they were built are most likely for their homeowners to want to do renovations and need dumpster rentals? Please give me a list of the top 3 neighborhoods that fit this criteria. All right, so let's see here. So we've got Tanglewood, Overton Park, built in the 50s and through the 70s. That's a great one. Dumpster demand for kitchen, bathroom models, roof replacements. That's a really good one. Major landscape overhauls. Riglia Hills in Ridgemar, Oakhurst. So the point here is, I think you get it. It's like you could use ChatGPT to help you strategize against your competition, but also, especially if you want to move into a new service area, this is something that your competition is probably not doing. So this gives us great insight on maybe taking the next step and doing a direct mailer, or doing some, hire some teenagers to go put flyers or door hangers on some of these neighborhoods. You might also want to partner with some contractors that are working in these neighborhoods, or some roofers that are working in these neighborhoods. So I hope you see that this is just another great way to use ChatGPT to help grow your dumpster rental business. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to ask ChatGPT to help us with marketing ideas that are maybe outside of the box, ones that other dumpster rental companies may not be doing or thinking of. So let's say, okay, I want you to help me with marketing ideas for my dumpster rental, I know how to spell, dumpster rental business. I don't want ordinary ideas. I want ideas that help me differentiate myself from other dumpster rental companies in Austin, Texas. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, so the first thing it says is about, hey, there's Dumpster with a Cause, local charity partnerships. Partner with local charities or nonprofits. That's a great way to get your brand out there, especially if you're expanding into a new area. You could offer a dumpster for free to do maybe there's a church that's being renovated and you provide your dumpster for that. Maybe there is who knows, like there's something in your community where a dumpster might be required and you could let them have one for a week. And from that, you're going to get lots of exposure, and I bet you they're going to recommend you to local contractors that need your dumpster. So this one's actually a really cool idea. Our dumpster art project. Hire local Austin muralist and artist to paint your dumpsters with cool Instagram-worthy art. We know that, everyone's on the gram and they like to take their selfies. That's really cool if you see your dumpster somewhere where maybe with Austin, there's a saying, keep Austin weird, or there's lots of murals of Willie Nelson, things like that. That's gonna catch some eyes, and I think, it's gonna catch the eyes of some construction companies or contractors, or maybe some residents that wanna rent your dumpsters. So this is a great way to just get some ideas, but let's take it a step further and let's say, okay, I like the idea of getting local artists to do murals on some of my dumpsters. Can you help me with ideas on how to attract them? I don't know where to start. All right, so let's take a look here. All right, so step one, find local artist. Here's the best place to start. Instagram, it's giving us hashtags that it knows are related to Austin artist, Austin muralist, ATX art. Let's see here. There's something called the Austin Creative Alliance, a nonprofit that supports local artists. Post a call for artists on their website or newsletter. Okay, interesting. Let's just take that. Can you help me draft an email to the, and I can't remember what it was called. Let's take a look. Austin Creative Alliance. It's, to let them know what I'm looking to accomplish. And just like that, it's going to give us some suggestions. Think about, if you had to think about what to write or try to go find who to go after, this would take you a long time. So I hope you can see that this is a great way to get marketing ideas, but not only that, you can continue to ask ChatGPT to help you with ideas for graphics, help you with ideas for email campaigns, direct mail campaigns. If you want to run a TV ad, it can literally write you one with a script that's scene by scene. It can tell you where to go produce this. It can come up with local artists or local film crews that can help you produce a TV ad if that's what you're trying to do. The point is, this makes it so easy to spend 15 minutes and get a bunch of ideas that you can action on today to help your dumpster business grow. All right, guys, that was 5 ways to use ChatGPT to help your dumpster business grow. And speaking of growth, if you're looking to truly grow your dumpster business and stay organized, you should check out Docket dumpster software. We've been helping thousands of haulers improve and grow their dumpster rental business. And the best part is we do dumpster rental, and if you're expanding into junk removal, we handle both, and we're the only software out there that can do that. So don't wait. If you want to grow your business, schedule a demo of Docket dumpster software today.